Hello everyone, this is Tawanda and I want to show you how I actually generate free leads from Craigslist. And I just want to let you know that I'm going to actually point out some key things that rules that you need to follow as far as some house rules with Craigslist, because if not, of course, they will shut your ads or your posts down immediately. One of the ads I want to bring to your attention is that you can only post 3 posts every 48 hours. And if you actually post over those amount of ads, what will happen is, as you can see here, all of these in the red, Craigslist shut them down for one reason or another. Now, you can also get your ads actually flagged by individuals that you may have gotten in contact with. They were thinking that in anticipation of a job, and you actually, of course, spoke to them about an opportunity. They will go back and, of course, flag your account, which will cause the ad or the post also to be taken down. But don't get yourself so involved with that. It's a free service, so utilize it as much as you possibly can. Learn from your mistakes and move on, because there's going to be people that just going to do those things just for fun because they're not successful in misery love company. We know this. So I'm just going to show you exactly one of the ads that actually is working really good for me. And another key thing that you want to know is that you do not want to ever use the words verbatim. So I'm showing you my ad, but please do not use the words verbatim because it will cause your ad to be shut down. Okay. And if you don't have a Craigslist account, of course you can set it up. They will actually call your phone or text you with the verification code. And then of course, you'll be set up. It's a very easy way. So this is my ad, which is earn extra cash texting with your smartphone. And I'm just pretty much I have it in a context where you would think that it's actually, a job that's being offered. And that's what you want to do. You don't want to put work from home, remote location, things such as that, MLM, network marketing. Those are keywords that will actually have the Craigslist robot shut your ads or your posts down. Okay, so just basic job requirements. If you're not very creative, or you're just actually lacking what you should say, you can go to www.careerbuilder.com or monster.com and just look at employers far as their actual employment opportunities, and kind of copy and paste and just put your wording. Okay, so that's another just crafty way of actually just getting the job done and just looking very professional. I always include, for consideration, please provide the following information: is their name, their email address, and smartphone. And then what I will get is just a email back, providing me with that information. And I immediately take my conversation off of Craigslist and start dealing with the actual candidate directly, using their personal information. Because if you continue to use the Craigslist system far as emailing back and forth, they can actually view all of those emails, and again, your ad will be shut down. Okay, so this is the ad that I use. So I'm just going to show you very quickly how I place an ad, and then I'm going to show you also another way where you can actually find individuals that's looking for what you have. Okay, so going here, let's just go ahead, go to my account over here to the right. And you also want to stay within the city and state that you live in and reside in. Please don't get, go to Chicago, Illinois if you live in Columbus, Ohio, because they will, of course, shut it down because of that reason too. Maybe Chillicothe or Cleveland or Cincinnati, something that's, within a very close radius of you, you can do it, but I would not actually do it. I would usually stay in your local state because that usually throws up red flags as well. I usually choose these two, either between these two, which is a gig offered, hiring short term, or job offered. Okay, so we're just going to go with gig. I want to hire someone, and then I'll usually select computer gigs, because really this is dealing with someone that actually would be crafty enough to use their smartphone to actually generate cash. The phone number is usually required. I do have, of course, this is my Google phone number. Okay, and you want to use that because sometimes also people will actually use those numbers to actually solicit you. And then I will put my name here, and let's just say smartphone cash. Smartphone cash. and just put Central Ohio. I usually use the zip code for the downtown. Don't put your address, please do not do that. Um, but just I use the zip code for the Ohio location. And of course I copied and paste this. Again, do not use the text verbatim. If you're on my team, I do have tools that I actually can spin the text and shoot you back an email, of course just giving you another text, pretty much in the same content but different words. And pay, of course you want to always put the pay here because that's usually what really gets the interest of the individual. They want to know how much can I make, and this is easily made by an average rep with our company. So I usually put the 500 to 1,000 weekly, hit continue, and then of course you leave this blank. As far as the street, the cross street, city, things such as that, just leave the zip code. And then images, is very important that you add an image. Most people will not actually view your post unless there's an image. People love to see. A lot of people are very visual, so you don't want to miss out on the opportunity of actually having your ad viewed because you don't have an image. So there we have it. It's progressed. And then make sure you're reading over this for the accuracy of your ad, because now you're going to publish it. If you do see some mistakes then, and far as your image, hey, that's not the image that you wanted, you can go up here to the top, you can edit your text, or you can edit your image, edit the map, and then as soon as it's for your approval, then you would actually hit publish. Okay, now let me go and show you also how you can utilize this database to actually find people that's looking for work. So you can just put the word anything and drop down far as resumes. Okay, and this will actually show you individuals that have actually just listed that I am looking for anything. I'm looking for anything, any type of work. So you can click on them, hit reply, after you read a little bit of the history of who this individual is. That way it'll actually prepare you when you're actually sending your email or actually giving them a call. You can actually use some of these words as highlights to build a rapport with them, and also just let them know that, hey, I have a resolution for your need, because that's what people are always looking for, someone that can resolve their problem. And this is Brandon, and then he has his phone number, so you can actually give him a call, or you can actually email him, But again, when you email him, you will notice that it's still through the Craigslist. You notice this is through Craigslist, so you want to immediately, ask him for his pertinent information. With his phone number or what have you. You might want to give him a call and say, hey, I've seen your post on Craigslist. I understand that you're looking for anything. Tell me a little bit more about that. Are you currently working now? Let me ask you this, how much income were you looking to generate weekly? You want to start asking questions, because how will you offer a solution if you don't know what the problem is? And that's what happens with a lot of people, that they immediately just start offering their opportunity to an individual or someone, and they don't even know what their need is. And then what happens is that you get lost along the way, and you actually cannot get that person's attention again because you have not said anything that's of importance to them. So there you have it. This is just ways that you can utilize for free leads. You can never say the wrong thing to the right person. And what I simply mean by that is, if the person is looking for opportunity, if you make mistakes, stumble over your words, if that person can see the value and what you have to offer, they will join you. Okay, so have fun. There's plenty of leads out here. Right now, you can just have fun, call individuals and know that they're going to say no, but you have plenty more people to talk to other than chasing your family members and friends. And so I just want to bring you to this also. So when I'm actually responding back to them with the email, once I actually get their pertinent information for as, the name and everything, then I'm going to respond back to them and give them my website. Okay, which says earn weekly cash texting pictures with your smartphone. What I'm doing here is capturing their information again and getting them into an autoresponder, which will continue to be professional and send professional emails to them on every day or every 2 days until this person either says no or yes. Okay, so we have a system that actually is dripping on the individual, and as soon as they hit get started, they're going to get enough information to make a sound decision. Okay, and then you can be on to the next. Okay, so you see why this is actually so helpful to have tools, and these tools are provided by Total Life Changes for free. And then as soon as the person actually fills out that form, as you can see, it says congratulations, someone has actually signed up. And also it says thank you, greeting to Wanda. So it's actually thanking that person and giving my information. So it's making me look very professional. So there you have it. That's how I use Craigslist. Feel free below to actually get in contact with me should you have any other questions. If you're on my team, of course, you have my private number where you can get in contact with me directly. And this is just one of 1,000 ways that I utilize to actually generate free leads. So if you do not have a leader that actually can show you how, and you have not joined Total Life Changes, I assure you that I've lost 22 pounds in just 21 days. And I've actually lowered my blood pressure, lowered my sugar. It's returned back to its normal actual levels. And I'm looking for some business partners that just can follow some step-by-step simple instructions and be able to generate $500 to $1,000 weekly, and that's on the low end. So thanks again for joining me. Have a super fantastic day, and I'll look for you next time. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can keep up with just tools like this, so you can build a very, very solid business. Thanks again. This is Tawanda.